Hey, so you seen it here first. And the car caught on fire. I saw it started smoking, and I was getting ready to pull over anyway, and then I started seeing smoke. And I don't think it's fuel because it still wouldn't be here. So I think some kind of oil line, maybe for my oil cooler, popped off or something. But that's. I keep trying to smell it, and I just did a fresh oil change. So I mean, closest thing I can think of is oil. And holy fuck, I think they're here for me. When I tell you, I was just like, I'm not going out the game like this. I am not going out of the game like this. Like, I pretty much ran through my whole damn bottle, and the fire was still there. And then luckily, I just had like 2 random ass water bottles in there. And it got to a point where I could see the fire from inside the cabin as well. And I could see it like on the headers. I legit took off my hoodie and I like smothered the fire that was on the headers. I was just like, bro, what? Because at first I was like trying to blow on it. I just set the hoodie off and I just wrapped it around the headers from what I could reach. My girl's calling me now, so check back in with y'all. I'm having my girl pick me up, and then I'm gonna have my boy, he's showing up as well, and then they're gonna figure it out. But we're gonna try to push it onto the trailer. I'm just 8 minutes down the road.
Okay. I'm gonna get the tow truck started.
Okay.
Because I don't know how long that's gonna take. If your buddy gets here before and you guys are able to load it up, I don't care. But
okay.
Since we're in this lane, I gotta get a tow truck started.
Okay. All right.
It's not movable at all, drivable at all.
No, it's not drivable at all.
Okay.
I'm gonna be down the street like, yeah, what's that fire truck?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'll get it started, and then we'll see whoever gets here first and take it. Just needs to get off the interstate.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, guys.
Appreciate you.
I should be all right. It's just we're on the ramp. And it's low speed.
Yeah, all right, bro. All right, appreciate you, dog.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Of course.
Thank you. What's going on? Gozy here, and welcome back to the channel. If you got a chance to read the title, yep, you're not tripping. The vet caught on fire yesterday. All right, so I'm gonna just run through it, what happened, how I was able to put it out, and how the car looks now. If you glance over it, you can't even tell that something happened, but we're gonna take a closer look. All right, so just for the lack of purpose of not incriminating myself, I'm not gonna say what I was doing prior, but just know, yeah, the vet is fast as fuck, even from third gear. Got off the highway, right, took the off ramp, took another on ramp, and as I'm on the on ramp, the car starts smoking, right? So now I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm getting ready to come to a stop, and as I'm coming to a stop, I see fire. So I took my harness off real quick, grabbed my fire extinguisher, ran out to the front of the car, and I'm just like spraying this fire down, right? And I'm taking like short bursts, right? So spray the fire extinguisher, check. Oh, fire's still there. Spray it down, check, fire's still there. So after maybe like the 5th spray, and that fire is relentless, I'm just like, bro, what the fuck? So, and I had a lot of shit just racing through my mind, right? First, it's like, okay, well, if the vet goes, I guess we can finally get a GTR. But I'm just like, wait, I need to get my laptop, my phone, keys, wallet, vape, everything out of the car, right? So, and this is why the fire was still going. So, grab it all. Put it by the side of the road at a far distance. That way, if the car explodes, you know, I'm still able to like recover my stuff. I go back to attacking this fire. I take a knee, and I could look under the car and see that the headers are on fire. So I spray the headers down, right? The fire still wasn't going out. I ended up pushing the car back away from that spot in case I was like kind of making it worse, just like sitting on the same spot while the car's on fire. So push the car back. I'm spraying the header down. Header's not going out, but then it finally started like showing some signs of like dying out, and by that time I was like out of bottle. So I literally took the hoodie off my let me backtrack. I got low on the bottle, and I remember that I had 2 half-drunk water bottles at the rear of my driver's seat, and I'm just like, look, water and oil don't mix, but they gonna mix today, fuck it. So I poured the water on there, and it made no difference. Ended up taking the hoodie off my back, and I literally hugged this fire, right? I hugged the header I was on fire to like smother it out, and that worked. And thinking back at it now, I had a couple bags of sand in the trunk, and I didn't think to even use sand. So I'm gonna remember that future reference, right? If I do have sand in the car, use the sand as well. Hopefully there is no future fire, but with shit like this, you just never know. And I never thought it'd be me. I just never thought it would be me. And the shit it was scary. Even though it probably only lasted like a minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes. it felt like eternity. It felt like shit was on fire for like 5 minutes. Fire truck finally pulled up. Everything was pretty much like situated by then. State troopers pulled up. They were total dicks. They were talking about how they hoped that the engine had blown up. So it ended up being an oil fire, right? I have a couple lines, feed and a return, coming from the motor, going to the oil cooler. And I think one of those lines ruptured and then sprayed oil, obviously on the road, on the header. Like pretty much the whole bottom of the car was just coated. And part of that, and I think the only reason why it didn't last that long is because I have my headers heat wrapped. So once that oil soaked into the heat wrap and caught on fire, it was like, it made it worse, right? And it made it harder to fight, because if the headers hadn't been wrapped in fiberglass, it probably would have caught on fire still, but then it probably would have put itself out once it burnt through all of the oil that was on the headers after I had cut the car off. But just having the fiberglass on there, that heat wrap just like kept the fire going, because definitely the heat wrap on the header was on fire. The header was on fire. Everything was on fire. So I've never even liked the fiberglass after. So I wrapped the headers with it, right? Just so, you know, shit would run cooler. But I've always hated it after that, because it's like I can't change my spark plugs without like having like little like fiberglass on my fingers and shit. So I think I'm probably gonna just end up taking them off the headers and getting it Cerakoted by my boy. So let me go ahead and flip this around and show y'all how the shit looks now. The current plan is to actually take the engine out, look at the harness, see what can be respliced, and then I already spoke to Hardtech this week, so I'm gonna be ordering the Hardtech Nexus S3 along with a couple of other modules, plug and play harness from Boomslang. And then, you know, just trying to get this car back up and running before Texas TK. Just like taking a glance at it, you probably can't even tell that something happened. You have to like really like look closely. And so all that is scorched. The alcohol sensor fucked. AEM boost gauge, the connector fucked. Where's the rest of it? Right here. Right here. I'm gonna let that focus. Yeah, that's fucked. As you can see, this goes to the blower valve. It's like the vacuum source for it. That's fucked. The line for my fuel pressure regulator is brittle, as you can see, so that's pretty much fucked as well. Oh, there you go. There's the rest of it. The main one going to the brake booster, that one looked like it kind of survived, but it's probably fucked as well. I'm gonna need to replace that. This nipple on the brake master melted. The lines, not the lines, but the wiring coming from my line lock burnt. Actually ended up burning up one of the injectors as well, and the connector. And I mean, there's not a lot that you can see. The wiring for the map sensor is also fucked. The wiring for the the oil pressure is pretty much just showing you just straight copper. That's fucked. So like I said, gonna be taking this motor out and seeing what is salvageable. Other side looks completely fine, right? The fire was pretty much just in this area right here, and at one point it was like I want to say like yay high. Fire was like yay high, all right? And I was able to reach under here, and so I was able to like hug the header and then like smother the fire out. I'm not sure if you guys can really see anything, man. And I like that hoodie. It was one of my better hoodies, but you gotta sacrifice what you gotta sacrifice. And I think I'm not even gonna bother washing it. I'm gonna hang this up on my wall as a reminder of how shit can go from good to not good. I think this is a part of it that was on the header. All right. Sometimes we need a reminder. All right, and I would say, man, if y'all are out here, just be careful, right? It's just freaking nature type stuff, but you just never know. Oh, and I saw this oil spot after I got home, after the fire, you know, put the vet in. The vet was idling here for about 15 minutes before I took it out that same day, yesterday. And what I'm thinking is that line had a small leak, because even the guys from Shine Pro told me that once I pulled the car out of the indoor car show from the other weekend, it had a couple oil spots, nothing crazy, and I didn't think nothing of it. Right? I'm like, okay, well, maybe it's coming from the catch can, or I do have a small crack in the valve covers over here, which is getting replaced. So I thought, okay, well, maybe it's coming from that, but nah. So I'm thinking that the lines going to the oil cooler definitely had a leak, and I aggravated it, you know, from the drive yesterday, essentially, without saying too much. And what I'm thinking is, each time I would snap a belt, because the line is running this way, right? Each time I would snap a belt, it would like hit that line, and like from the repeated beating, it just made it weaker and weaker, and then it finally let go. If I would have seen this yesterday before I went for a drive, I probably would have like put the car in the air and took a look at it, but I didn't even know that it was like just dripping oil while it was idling. So yeah, just a small stuff, just small stuff. When the car gives you signs, you definitely want to listen. We want to listen because you can save yourself a lot of work, a lot of headache. So I'm gonna take this motor out, seeing what we can do. We splice what can be spliced, replace what needs to be replaced, and then slap the aftermarket computer stuff on there and get this show back on the road. My camera started dying, so I had to put it down and use my phone. So on the lighter note, the engine for the 350Z is completed. It is a LS7 bored out to a 442. All right, so taking it from a 4.125 bore to a 4.130 bore, 6.125 rod length, and a 4.125 crank stroke. So that brings it up to a 442, and I'm getting ready to go pick it up. But that also means that in light of the recent events, that's going to be sitting back burner yet again. So I'm going to just pretty much just have the motor sit in the garage for a little bit. I might not get to it till another 6 months from now. But at least we know, okay, you know, we got the transmission for it, we got the motor for it, and it's just a matter of just like buttoning things up and ordering the small stuff. So I'm gonna go grab it, and I will check in with y'all when I get to the shop. Stick around. We're here now. Took a little bit of extra time to get the crane set up. That way I'm not having to muscle fuck this engine up here. And this is the shop. These guys are old heads, but they know what they're doing. They built the truck motor, and shit's pulling strong. I'm just getting on video. I'm just getting on video. That way these guys know who's been building my engines, building them strong. Do you mind, or you good? Okay. Well, hey Willie, say hi to the camera. All right. Where? Oh, there he is. No days off, huh? How you doing? Good. What's up? Good. I'm just showing my YouTube the guys that have been building my motors for me as of late. Jim, Kurt is the one that y'all saw over there. Looks like he's working on a set of heads. Yeah. All right. So had Magna Machine and just pretty much reassembled the aluminum 7-liter LS7, bolted out to a 4.130. Like, you know, kind of like just stuff I said earlier in the video. 4.125 stroke by 6.125 rod length. So that brings it up to a 442, which is bigger than we originally thought, but hey, it should make some good power, yeah? Sorry, I'm like all in your face. It's not back here, is it?
No.
I'm just following you, thinking that you show me where the motor is at. All right, this one looks like an LS over here. What is this? A 6.2? Yeah, 6.2. So probably like an LS3 or something. I get with Kurt. Oh, is this her right here? This isn't it, is it?
What are you looking for?
LS7. Oh, this is it right here?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah, because I was looking like 7.0, but I thought it'd be further out. Okay, I brought my engine crane. That way we weren't having to like muscle fuck it. Yeah, because I know last time we were struggling. But I mean, that was an iron block, but I just wouldn't take any chances. Okay, same deal. Cam bearings. Yeah, so like I said, we're going for as high of a compression that we can get away with this motor. So forged aluminum. I forgot what brand. Got it off of Summit. All right, with the valve relief. That way we don't run into any piston or valve clearance issues there. I supplied the Dragon Slayer crank. This is a wet sump. It's a wet sump because it's going to Nissan. So no need for the extended snout like you would find on the factory LS7 cranks. Yeah, she looks pretty. She looks pretty. Why does it look like these aren't the original sleeves, or is that just how they look when it's like cleaned up? I don't know. They look thicker than I remembered. These are the original factory sleeves?
More than that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it is.
You can tell the original ones had the flat on.
Yeah.
On all four.
I just remember it being skinnier than that. Well, I mean, it's especially because we took some material off of it too. So, caught fire with the race car over the weekend. So this is going to be taking a back seat for now. I probably won't end up throwing it in until another 6 months or so from now. I gotta prioritize that. So I gotta take the motor out and look at the harness. I've been wanting to go aftermarket computer anyway. So this just like forces. Yeah. So this just forces my hand. Ended up being an oil fire, right? One of the lines going to my oil cooler just ruptured, and nasty work. But I was able to put it out before the fire department got there. Didn't take too big of a hit. So yeah, freaking nature type stuff. I was telling them I brought the engine crane. That way we're not having to like muscle fuck it onto the truck. Also got the adapter plate.
This thing's light.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I got it just in case. Oh, you waiting on me? Oh yeah. Let me go talk to Kurt. Cover my tab, and I guess I'll meet you out there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Awesome. All right. Kurt, I know you're busy, but I'm ready to pay.
Look for I'll get this done. And
Okay. So no need for the crane since it's gonna be lighter than the iron block. I just the one that's like the one that's breaking our backs trying to get it up there. So I brought the crane just in case. All right. Okay. You said back the truck up more. All right, give me a second. I'm gonna back this bad boy up, and then I guess move all this shit to the side since we're not gonna be needing it. Maybe the tire.
I'm addicted to the block. You need a
I don't know how much to back it up by. I don't got nobody guiding me.
I'm addicted to you.
I don't want to leave. Addicted like a fiend for you. All right, I think it should be good right here. I'm gonna move this to the side. Stuck like glue. Smell like you. And we are back home. Getting ready to crane this bad boy off. Gotta get my adapter plate and then use the hook, bring her down. Where's that shit at? I gotta figure out where to set it, but there you have it. 442 LS7. Probably gonna throw it over there next to those set of heads, or maybe next to the transmission. I gotta clean up over there a little bit too. All right, and then tomorrow I'll probably start breaking down the vet, take the front bumper off, intake, supercharger, all that good stuff, put it in the air, and I want to get as far as undoing the torque tube, and then just slowly working it every day this week, and then try to have it out by Friday, Saturday. We'll see. All right, stay tuned. It is now Wednesday. Got a lot done, but still got a long way to go. We got the front bumper off. Oh, and we got the engine off as well. All right, so turns out that the factory harness itself did not take too bad of a hit. Everything looks like complete shit right now, so you're gonna have to forgive me for that. I'm gonna flip this around. Burn victim here. Everything looks like complete crap, but for the most part, everything is still there. I already peeled back right? Some of the factory harness, and most of the stuff that took a hit was just the plastic coverings. We got one injector plug-in connector, that's gone. Our oil pressure sensor, which is, well, the wiring for it, that's also gone. And then pretty much all the stuff that I had installed myself, taped it together, made sure it was out of the way, that took a shit. Some of it is coming from the line lock. Some of it is for the Met system. Most of the stuff that took a hit is just like stuff that I can just easily replace, that I put on the car myself. Our boost gauge sensor, I already got a replacement for that one. Oh, yeah, by the way, everything that is needed is already on order and or getting worked. Our headers were heat wrapped. I just cleaned it up. But yeah, so the heat wrap made things worse because once that got soaked with oil, it just kept the fire going. So now I got over at my boy's Geo's place. We're gonna be doing a Cerakoting on it. That way, not that I'm planning for this to happen again, but if it does, whatever oil is on the header, once that oil burns off, the fire should technically put itself out as long as nothing else caught on fire along with it. So now we're just pretty much just going through and resplicing whatever needs to be respliced and or replaced. Firewall right there looking pretty nasty, but still structurally sound. The clutch line, already got that on order as well. That's gonna be replaced. I'm sure there's a bunch of stuff that I'm also missing that I'm not talking about. Brake master getting replaced. All right, for the most part, engine survived. Right, I was looking at the valve seals earlier, making sure that the ones that were back here, which was in close proximity to the fire, didn't take a shit. The head gasket was also one of my concerns. And then being as though this part that's physically out, it's not even scorched. I think the rest of it should be fine because that was something that I was also thinking about. But I figured while I have it out, just go ahead and just do a cold retorque while I'm at it. Would have loved to have replaced the clutch, but it has so much meat on it left. So I'm probably gonna be slapping that back end. What else am I missing? All right, got some valve covers from Motion Racework. I've been wanting these bad boys for a minute. Just, something a little bit more fancy, a little bit more prettier. Here's the logo there. And that's gonna be taking place of what I had before. And I also wanna tuck the koi packs in the fenders. That way it gives it a little bit cleaner look. And then to the nitty gritty. So this is the line that ruptured, causing a fire. All right, this is the shielding for it, for both of them. As you can see, the one going in, see if that can focus, in was completely clean, and out ruptured in this area right here. Initially, I was thinking that it must have ruptured up front because with the oil cooler being right here, oh, I need to put a drain pan right there, being right there, the lines were pretty much running parallel. So originally, my thought was each time I would snap a belt, the line would get hit and then it just like slowly weaken over time. But being as though it was all the way back here, and I shit you not, I don't think it was even chafing on anything, but I can't even say that I'm 100% sure because just see how bad this looks. And it's crazy because on the shielding, there's no chafe marks. All right, so how can it chafe inside but not on the outside of the shielding? So yeah, so this area right here ruptured, sprayed oil all over the header on the driver's side, and caught the car on fire. And that's pretty much what happened there. And then I'm not sure if I already covered this, but picked up the built 7.2 liter for the Nissan, which is probably gonna be sitting back burner until I can figure the vet out. Wet sump crank. I don't think I talked about the parts that were in it. It's a Dragon Slayer wet sump crank. Went with the DSS forged aluminum pistons and Eagle rods, H-beam rods. And the plan is to either get these factory LS7 heads reworked, valves fixed. Well, valves, yeah, whatever. Yeah, get the heads fixed. What am I saying? Get the heads fixed and port and polish and run that. and or just go aftermarket. I probably gonna run with mast, even though I didn't have the best luck with them the first time. But so far so good. So far so good. So that's what's looking like. It's gonna be the plan. But yeah, I'm kind of caught in a dilemma, and I might need y'all to help me figure this one out. So option A, get the vet running, right? Factory computer still. Get the harness fixed, put the motor back in. You know, just get the vet running and keep doing what we're doing. And also make time to get the Nissan running this year. Or fully throw the Nissan back burner. Focus on the vet. Go with the hard tech option. And, you know, just take it to the next level. What do y'all think I should do? Because I can't do both. I already have the motor here. I already got the motor here. I got the trans here. And I was pretty much gearing up to just like get that car running. But now I'm just like, when this fire happened, I was like, maybe I need to just like focus on the vet. You know, just take it, you know, like I said, just take it to the next level and just go ham all next year. So help me figure that out. Just leave a comment recommending what you feel like I should do. Because I really don't know. I really don't know. Either, because I feel like either option I'd be happy with. So let's just see what makes more sense. All right, so let me know. Let me know. And on that note, I think I'm going to be ending here. I'll be sure to get a before and after as far as the wiring harness. And I'm going to just keep trucking. As soon as the parts come rolling in, mostly just connectors, I'm going to be just buttoning it up what I can. The goal is to have it running within the next 30 days. And I say that because I'm going to be sending out the fuel injectors out to FIC because one of them, I'm gonna flip this around again. I'm gonna be sending the injectors out because one of them were exposed to the fire. I think it's a cylinder 7. And spoke to FIC and they want me to send all in. That way they can flow match the rest, clean it up as well. And then flow match it to the replacement. That way, you know, just the singler isn't just like out of whack or whatever. So I'm sending that in and cleaning up what I gotta clean up. This is just the smoke from the fire. And keep buttoning it up. The garage is a mess right now. It looks like my damn car exploded. I'm probably gonna end up running this again. I'm gonna be replacing the line, obviously. Replace the lines. Probably keep the fit in on this end and then just swap out whatever needs to be swapped out. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I know it's been a crazy ride, but honestly, it's all a part of racing, right? It's all a part of, you know, owning a race car, and you just have to just take it on the chin and, you know, just keep your head up, keep fighting through it. And, you know, just as long as this is what you really love, I don't think you can, you know, lose unless you lose the car to a fire. Don't be like me. Don't be like me. All right. I just want to say, when y'all out there, you know, be safe, be smart, make good decisions. Don't do nothing that I wouldn't do. All right. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. All right. For the comments, for the shares, for the likes. And I will be seeing y'all on the next video.